All right, this one is Ryerson Knew, and I've made my takeaway board to leave you with something to think about. And I quickly go over what I want to say. Ryerson Knew, CBC Emergency Broadcast System, the review, Epstein report. They crossed my witnesses and have it on audio tape, which they've suppressed and hidden from the public. And next steps. I think the best path forward, it would be AARO to investigate this and cross my Jane Does. So these are the takeaways I should be saying at the end, but let me start at the top and go through point by point. Ryerson Knew. From 2011 to 2015, I was an undergrad student, RTA, School of Media Production, Ryerson University, downtown Toronto. Predictions and open lecture. 200 witnesses right there. RTA class of 2015. This caused the girls in class, the Jane Does, to go to the office where the professors then convened with reporters, the Globe and Mail and CBC, to take statements from the girls. Wait, what did they know? They knew two sets of predictions go out during that time. Bataclan Theatre and coronavirus. In the France warnings, they have all three events in France. Charlie Hebdo, Bataclan Theatre, Pulse Nightclub, Incel Danforth MacArthur in Toronto, and they squander the information. Dean Falzon then says he will take this to the CBC and see if they would do an emergency broadcast. It was his idea to do that. I didn't come up with that, so Falzon is smarter than me. It was his idea. Gave it to Jill Dempsey in hard copy and open lecture. The other students sitting beside me are witness to this. Dempsey said the CBC is too cowardly to do anything about this. They want their $1 billion, but they're just going to report on a chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. That's the CBC, a complete waste of our tax money. Dempsey then hides under her bed and is a coward. They all are cowards. But then Falzon says, okay, the CBC is too cowardly to do anything. The RTA studio works. We can do an emergency broadcast from there. If they did do the broadcast, Anna D'Amico would have jumped out of their way and they would have saved her life. Andrew Kinsman was alive at the time I said that Bruce MacArthur is the serial killer. Falzon shrugs his shoulders and he says, well, if it were up to him, he would do the emergency broadcast, but at least the rumor says that he convened the professors, they voted on it. Two of the idiot cowards voted no. That's enough to ruin it. They're happy that all the victims are dead. They don't care about it. They will not lift a finger. They will not spend a penny to help with anything. Because they are hiding the past hits, new information is squandered again, and more innocent victims are dead. The next set of predictions that goes out is coronavirus. The virus, Kobe Bryant, Ukraine Jet 752, and there's other information in there as well, Gabriel Wortman. So what happens then is the review into MacArthur, the Epstein report, Mark Sandler and Naz, they call me to give a statement. Sure, I'll give a statement. Okay, we're going to record this statement. I'm very happy to be recorded. During the recording, they have the coronavirus set of information. They also have the original warning of Bataclan Theatre, the three Toronto events, Incel Danforth MacArthur. That's why they called me in the first place. Police do nothing because they also are the idiot cowards of Toronto. $1 billion, and they're like, it's not our catchment area. It's not our catchment area. That's Chief Saunders. And then they have the audacity to put after their name, Leaders in Counterterrorism. No, they're not. They are idiot cowards. That's what they are. And why Kobe Bryant is dead? They did not want to spend on long distance charges because it would cut into their free alcohol. Chug, 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 glug, glug, glug. The Toronto police. They killed Kobe Bryant. They would not warn Vanessa Bryant that helicopter was going to crash because it would take away from their free alcohol money. Then I tell the Toronto Police Board, this is your staff, this is what they're doing. And the board just says, show us where the evidence is. We're going to destroy it and we're going to hide it. Does it sound like Epstein did the right thing here? No, another liar. On audio tape, and they're hiding it from the public, more people dead. When the commission convened in Nova Scotia, Sandler should have been the first person to volunteer to go to Nova Scotia and say, yes, we did know about Gabriel Wortman. Why didn't you prevent that? They knew about that before it happened. In any case, I want to stick to the Ryerson events. Oh, look at that. The Ryerson events overlap with the Epstein report. Who does Sandler cross? Sandler crosses Ryerson. The report. See, Ryerson, reporters, police are my witness. Ryerson and the reporters give the same account as mine to Mr. Mark Sandler. And then he says, this does not look good for the police. And what do? They censor the report and they hide this. And they also didn't prevent any tragedy. But Ryerson, the predictions are an open lecture, RTA class of 2015. The reporters are Globe and Mail, Toronto Star, CBC. Robin Doolittle and Alison Shassen are the primary reporters. But you know, Talia Schlanger, Jill Dempsey, and Alison Shassen. Those are the three main ones. But the whole CBC knew about this. And I sent the warning to Catherine Tate and the management. They all knew. So did all Ryerson. Ryerson knew. Revolving door with Ryerson and the CBC. They all knew. No, nothing prevented. They won't lift a finger to help with anything. They won't spend a penny to help with anything. All the victims end up dead. When you have a cast of losers, that's what happens. So, okay, CBC could have done the emergency broadcast. They're too chicken shit. They won't do it. The Review has this on audio tape. They've crossed them. So the cast of losers isn't going to help with nothing. So what are the next steps? AARO. AARO has their own investigators and can do this. They can get the Review's audio tape. AARO represents the United States Congress. They can cross Ryerson. Oh yeah, a point on the take where I left out is a supernatural and paranormal. So when I also thought about this, I say, okay, I want to give them as much credit as possible. I don't want to bash them. I don't want to mock them. Okay, the most slack I can give them is that it's unorthodox. There is a supernatural, paranormal factor to it. So I can understand, you know, Jill Dempsey pees her pants and hides under her bed. And she's like, no, I'm scared. You should warn Kobe Bryant. No. I'm too scared. So they were scared of the supernatural and paranormal event. Talia Schlanger, honest person, ask her. Robin Doolittle, she wasn't working alone. 5 reporters from the Globe and Mail, 5. They focused too heavily on the paranormal supernatural event, and then it scared David Walmsley, the editor. And then editor Walmsley diarrheas into his adult diaper Pampers and covers up the information and hides under his bed. Cowards, because they are cowards. That's why they did it. They knew they couldn't save the French. Bataclan Theater, all the victims end up dead. Walmsley goes into hiding, and they cover up that they knew all about this. They did know about it. They're covering it up. So next steps. Well, okay, the cast of losers are good for being a witness. Ryerson and reporters are honest witness. The police are liars. The police will always lie. Saunders is a liar. I called him a liar to his face. He admits he is a liar, which, you know, what do you want from a liar? But Ryerson and the reporters are honest. And AARO should cross them. And then we should put together the flying squad, the remote viewing flying squad I've been talking about forever. You know, a honest reporter, honest law enforcement person, and licensed parapsychologist. You know, somebody like Michael Persinger. I know he's deceased, but a parapsychologist. And this then went up to Julia Shindoy, the board secretary, who is now a judge. The message I left for Shindoy: be on high alert to take new life and death information at any time. Rubber stamp the warrant. Rubber stamp the warrant. We could have arrested Bruce MacArthur in 2013 when I told your staff that's who it is. She should have rubber stamped the warrant. Right then, you would have saved the life of Andrew Kinsman. The gays at Ryerson just giggle and we're of no help. But Julia Shindoy knows this, the board secretary. And then I pursued Ryerson about this, and the latest thing they told me, and this is quite recent, Shindoy has left. She's now a judge. Okay, but what about my matter? You didn't resolve that. You're just hiding that. Okay, well, we've gave it a file number. It's Leanne Sachs now. Leanne Sachs is the board secretary. Just deal with her. And, yeah, it's not our catchment area. That's all we can do. But Leanne Sachs is doing nothing. So it would have to be AARO should come to Toronto, cross Ryerson, get the Review's audio tape, cross the reporters, Look how many witnesses I have, honest witnesses. Mayor John Tory is an honest witness. They heard the review's audio tape at the Toronto Police Service Board in closed session. Why was nothing prevented? Why did they prevent nothing? $1 billion a year, 10,000 of them on staff, and this has been going on since 1990. In 1990, TPS knew about 9/11 in Bernardo. In 2006, there's another flap, Fukushima, BP oil spill, Tory Stafford, Colonel Russell Williams, and you know, the same, whoever the chief of police is, it's the same thing. It's not our catchment area. It's not our catchment area. And then at Ryerson, they teach it there, story of the century right under their nose, a media production program, and what do? Nothing. Oh, we don't know how to turn on the emergency broadcast system. It's beyond our technical capability. We don't understand. The information is correct. Ryerson squandered it. They're too cowardly also to talk to the police. Oh, but Ryerson, you know, you have a duty to tell the police this. Oh no, we're scared of the desk sergeant. He's going to tell us. He will taser us if we go in there to 40 College Street and try to tell police about this. We're way more comfortable to hide under our bed and say nothing. Well, but you have a revolving door with the CBC. They have an emergency broadcast system. Yeah, we tried to do that. The CBC management said they don't care. The more victims dead, it doesn't bother them. They relish in the blood of the victims. They're $1 billion waste of money as well. But you know, that's how it is. Nothing we can do about it. Thanks for the information. Goodbye. And then Julia Shindoy covers it up. Okay, it looks like the battery's flashing on my camera. So I guess I'm gonna have to end it here. But the next video I'm making is defund Toronto Police. But this one is, you know, Ryerson Knew, CBC Knew. And you see here it is. Ryerson Knew, CBC had an emergency broadcast system they were too cowardly to turn on. They could have saved innocent lives. The review has this documented. They crossed them. That would be EPSTEIN, who then censored her report. And the next step, the best path forward, the constructive resolution, is for AARO to take the flying squad. And let's go. New set of predictions. Confession out of Colleen. Free energy, flying cars, 0 point energy. The whole city of Toronto knows this and nobody does nothing? Something is wrong with everyone. And starting with the Toronto Police, they're complete mental cases in that place. But anyway, I think I'm going to end it there because my battery's out of time.